in my case, at least, I think that my participation in OASIS has benefited IBM quite a bit. The TC gives me direct access to engineers that are in charge of products that our customers are going to expect to be able to pull off the shelf and put with the software that we're making. And these pieces of software, at the time we're building ours, may not be available on the market. And I wouldn't even know where to begin to try to get access to these people if I didn't already have a relationship with them through the TC. So we all work together. Sometimes we meet face to face. A lot of times, more often than not, we just build a virtual lab in a cloud resource or something, and we do interop testing. And we put our products together, and it shakes out issues, the types of issues that we probably would never have been able to find until some customer a year from now bought that product and bought our product and put them together and found that there was some incompatibility over this specification. Those kind of things, to find those before we ship is invaluable to IBM. So in a sense, we kind of are using each other, other TC members, like extra QA resources. When it comes to which OASIS standards are more important, it's difficult for me to say because I don't have an in-depth knowledge of all those specifications, but the one that I do have a deep knowledge of, CMIS, I can certainly speak to that one. And I would say it's my gut feeling, based on just the raw potential that CMIS has to change the industry that created it. And in terms of the vendor adoption, we have just astonishing vendor adoption. Within the first year that we were a 1.0 standard, it seems like every vendor in the market had adopted the specification. So also, if you were to look at what journalists are saying, if you were to look at Twitter and bloggers and just industry pundits, there's just a tremendous amount of excitement about this standard. So I would say it's got to be one of the top 10. In terms of your career and your visibility outside the company, the value that you're going to get back from this experience is going to exceed the value of the time that you put in. And when I say value, I mean specifically being able to establish long-term relationships with key engineers in your field, and value being able to learn things that you just can't learn in a book or a course. I mean, tacit knowledge that you can only get from working with really experienced people in your field. You can put in as much or as little time as you have available, but you'll find that the people on the TC are all pretty much just like you. We all have commitments. And since we're all in the same boat, you'll find that everyone's very understanding about those other commitments that you have to get done. I mean, you have to get paid. And that's, sometimes that has to come first. The nice thing about it, though, is, at least for me, I feel like since it's all voluntary, that the work a lot of times feels less like work and more like a hobby. Don't overthink it. If you have some skills or experience that would be valuable to a TC, then I would say do it.